A notification pinged from the corner of the kitchen. Lena was making coffee for her husband, Ethan. The cup was still steaming when a telegram message popped up on Ethan's phone. "Last night was incredible. Just don't tell anyone, face blowing a kiss." Lena's hand shook. The cup slipped and coffee spilled across the rug. Ethan rushed over. "What happened?" Lena forced a smile. "Nothing, I just dropped it." But that nothing became 1,000 doubts. Late nights, locked phones, secretive calls. Nothing seemed normal anymore. Lena decided to stay quiet. When Ethan announced a 2-day work trip, she grabbed her old phone and created a fake account. Username, Maya24. Profile pic, a blonde model from Instagram. At first, it was just curiosity. She sent a simple message. "Hi, looking for someone to talk to." Ethan replied. And with every reply, Lena's heart sank deeper. What she didn't know was that Ethan had his own secrets. He had discovered that Lena had been chatting with someone on Instagram too, an account named Alex Photographer. Ethan hadn't checked Lena's phone directly, but one day, while sending her a photo, he noticed a notification. "Alex missed you, special lady." Lena brushed it off. "He's just a coworker, joking around." Ethan smiled, but inside, a fire was burning. He decided to dig for proof. He created his own fake account, Sophie. And that's how 2 fake accounts started interacting. Both talking to each other, not realizing they were secretly communicating with each other's real selves. On the 3rd night, Maya and Sophie were deep in conversation. Ethan typed, "There's something familiar in your words, like I know you." Lena replied, "Maybe because I feel the same about your voice." They chatted all night, both wearing masks, but feeling more real with each other than ever before. Every emoji, every word pierced deeper because every lie carried a truth neither could escape. The next morning, Ethan left early for work. Lena's phone was still on the table. A video call popped up from Alex Photographer. Lena quickly declined, but before she could lock the phone, a message came. "Why didn't you answer? I'm the same Sophie, can't believe you still don't know." Lena froze. "Sophie? Who is Sophie? And why did the message say, 'I'm the same'?" Lena couldn't believe what she had just read. Sophie, that was Ethan's fake account. Her heart raced. Every message she had sent to Maya was secretly being read by Ethan. She felt trapped in her own deception. Meanwhile, Ethan smiled behind his screen, typing. "I've always known, Lena. I just wanted to see how far you'd go." Lena's hands trembled, her chest tightened. The game they had unknowingly started had just escalated. It was no longer about flirtation. It was about truth, betrayal, and survival. That night, Lena went out to meet Maya for coffee. Just a casual chat, she told herself. Ethan, suspecting something, followed discreetly. From across the street, he saw Lena laughing at her phone, sending messages, completely unaware of his presence. A sudden pang of jealousy and curiosity hit him. He sent a message from Sophie. "Why don't you tell me what you're really thinking?" Lena froze, glancing around. Her heart pounded. Somehow, Sophie always seemed one step ahead. She realized the game was no longer safe. Days passed, and both Lena and Ethan continued their secret online conversations. Each message carried more intimacy, more temptation, pushing them further into emotional chaos. Finally, Lena accidentally shared a personal photo, something she thought was private. Ethan, of course, had it instantly. He stared at the image, a mix of anger and fascination consuming him. The lines had been crossed. The game wasn't fun anymore. It was a battle of trust and betrayal, and neither could back out. Ethan decided it was time to test Lena. He sent a cryptic message from Sophie. What if I knew everything? Lena's stomach dropped. Her mind raced. Had Ethan already discovered her deepest secrets? She tried to act casual, but every word she typed felt like walking on a knife's edge. The tension between them grew unbearable. Each morning, each glance, each notification carried the weight of suspicion. Their once happy marriage had become a minefield of secrets. One rainy night, Lena stayed up late replying to Maya. Ethan, unable to resist, logged in as Sophie one last time. The conversation turned intensely emotional. "I can't stop thinking about you." "Me neither, but what if we're about to destroy everything?" The air was thick with tension. One wrong word, one wrong click, and the entire truth would explode. Neither of them realized how addicted they had become to this twisted, secretive connection. A week later, Lena went to a coffee shop she thought was empty. Ethan, curious and suspicious, coincidentally walked in. Neither recognized the other immediately, thanks to the dim light and rainy weather outside.
If this story hits you, you can support the channel with a quick hype.
Lena smiled at her phone, sending a message to Maya, unaware that Ethan was watching her every move. When their eyes finally met, both froze. The tension was electric, like a storm ready to break. Neither said a word, but the unspoken truth filled the room. Back home, the couple retreated into their private worlds. Lena typed to Maya, "I think I'm falling for you, even though I know it's wrong." Ethan, logged in as Sophie, responded, "And I'm falling for you too, I can't help it." Their messages were no longer playful. They were raw, vulnerable, and dangerously real. Each confession brought guilt and excitement in equal measure. The virtual world had become their secret battlefield. One evening, Ethan decided to test Lena. He sent a message from Sophie. "Meet me at the park, alone." Lena hesitated, but couldn't resist the pull. At the park, she waited nervously, her phone vibrating constantly. Ethan watched from a distance, his heart racing. The line between virtual deception and real-life danger blurred completely. Suddenly, Lena's phone rang. It was an unknown number. Her hands shook as she answered. The voice on the other end said, "I know what you've been hiding, and I have proof." Panic surged through Lena. She realized the game had spiraled beyond their control. Every lie, every secret chat, every hidden emoji could now be exposed to the world. Meanwhile, Ethan, still observing, knew he had to act. He typed to Sophie, "It's time to face the truth before it destroys us." The couple, both trapped in their own web of deceit, could feel the walls closing in. Their marriage, their trust, and their hearts were all on the line. The next day, Lena found a note slipped under the door. "Meet me tonight, no phones, no lies, just the truth." Ethan, seeing the same note on his side, realized they were being forced into confrontation. The storm of emotions, anger, betrayal, lust, and fear, was about to explode in the real world, not just online. Both knew that tonight, the masks would come off, and everything would change forever. That night, Lena arrived at the meeting spot, heart pounding. Ethan was already there, the rain dripping off his jacket. No phones, no lies, just them. The tension was palpable, like a live wire between them. "We need to talk," Ethan said, voice low. "No lies, no games, just the truth." Lena's throat was tight, but she nodded. Every secret they had held, every hidden message, every betrayal, all of it hung in the air. The rain poured, soaking them, but neither moved. Lena took a deep breath. "I created Maya, and I sent messages. I didn't know what I wanted." Ethan swallowed hard, then admitted, "And I'm Sophie. I watched everything. I wanted to test you, but I can't stop thinking about you." For a moment, silence. The truth was heavier than either could have imagined. Both realized the lines they crossed were deeper than they ever intended. Emotions collided: anger, lust, betrayal, and an undeniable connection. Each stared into the other's eyes, seeing pain and longing mixed together. The virtual world they had hidden behind was gone. Now reality demanded choices, consequences, and courage. "Do we end this or do we try to fix it?" Lena whispered. "I don't know, but I do know I can't ignore what's between us," Ethan replied. Every word carried weight. The night sky above seemed to mirror the storm in their hearts. Just as they were about to walk away together, Lena's phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number. "I've been recording everything, both of you. You can't hide anymore." Shock froze them. The third party, someone had been watching, documenting, and waiting. Everything, every lie, every secret, every betrayal was about to explode publicly. "We're not safe," Ethan said, gripping Lena's hand. The stakes had gone beyond their marriage. It was no longer about their relationship. It was about survival, reputation, and exposure. The rain eased, leaving a cold, silent street. Both stood drenched, hearts pounding. Everything had changed in one night. The lines between love and betrayal, truth and lies, reality and illusion, completely blurred. Neither knew what would come next. Would they survive the exposure, or would the world watch them fall apart piece by piece? One thing was certain: their lives, their secrets, and their hearts would never be the same again.
If you've ever felt this kind of pain, don't walk through it alone. Hit subscribe and stay with us. More real stories are coming.